Well, listen, Paul Pierce is rich. Maybe on a certain level, he just said, "Man, I'm done with this hamster wheel.
Yeah.
I'm just going to take this money and I'm going to live the life that I want to live." If he's, divorced, like you say, he's like, "Man, listen, I'm just tired of pretending to be something that I'm not."
Yeah.
I
asked
keep
Dana
getting
that.
these ESPN checks.
Yeah. I asked Dana, I said, yo, what's up with him? He said, I know them both. They were divorced. And I don't know, because I don't get into people's personal business. 2 wonderful kids. Great house. Beautiful house. The house is hot.
Well, yeah, I mean, according to the internet, he has a net worth of $70 million.
Yeah.
I mean, $70 million. That's multi-generational wealth. That's right off into the sunset. Well, you don't need those ESPN checks. I mean, I'm sure they're nice,
Right.
but you don't need those checks.
Pandemic had a lot to do with everything. Everything is off.
Yeah.
Things that seemed like they would never go off, things are off. The truth, you would never have been able to say to me, this is what's happening, Paul. Never. Because that right there looked like a total meltdown. Because somebody would be like, yo, what you doing? Because the funny thing is, he's the guy that says to somebody else, yo, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? He's definitely the patriarch in that house. In everything he does, he's the man. And to see that just looked like he was not him normal self.
I mean, this almost reminds me, my interview with Lamar Odom that I just did. And in the interview, we talked about how he was suspended twice for marijuana.
Right.
That suspension, that set of suspensions, he feels cost him around $30 million.
Yeah. And
the interesting thing he said was like, I wasn't smoking by myself. He had like three or so people that he was supporting, paying their rent. When he would go shopping, they would go shopping. They'd hang out with him. They'd be smoking with him. And he's like, at no point did any of these guys say, hey, you're the guy with all the money. Like, put that weed down. Like, you're going to fuck everything up. They just would smoke right along with him. And he's like, he's still kind of stunned, like, like regretful over this. Like, yo, like, why didn't anyone say, nah, like, we're all going to suffer if you keep failing these drug tests? But nah, they just kept smoking with him. So you missed out on $30 million.
Hell yeah, I'll probably still be spending some of that money now.
Right. $30 million because of smoking weed.
Smoking bud. So I don't even know who to blame. Me or like my friends, because I know I wasn't smoking it by myself. I know these motherfuckers know I got a test too. Nobody would be like, yo, L, why don't you chill? Because that's what I would do if you was in the NBA. If Vlad was in the NBA and I'm your man and I'm hanging out with you every day, living off you, and I know that you gotta pass a test, I'm gonna make sure you don't smoke weed. So we can keep living this lifestyle off Vlad.
Right.
Like nobody gonna say, Lamar, chill out. It's crazy.
Is it because you had a bunch of yes men around you at that time?
I mean, I guess they had to be yes men.
Because you can't look outside yourself to other people to do what you're supposed to do. So you're the one making the money. You're the star. You're the focus.
Yes.
So I'm not going to let you get away with saying somebody should have told me. Now, I'm not. I understand it, but we also understand what it takes to get there. And Lamar is right about this. After the first one, his boy should have been like, yo, let's not mess this up. And somebody should have been able to get in his head. But Lamar came in at 19 years old, and he was making it for everybody. So whatever you want, you give him. You know what I'm saying? That's the way it is with everything. Like look at Britney Spears now, right? Mm-hmm. People are not understanding that situation. When somebody understood that they needed to control her as much as possible to get the performance and get her out of people's way, because they knew she had some chemical imbalances.
Yeah, I mean...
But Lamar's he's from a family of those problems. right? His
his dad was a heroin addict.
Right. So
mom died when he was 12, so there was no real direction. And look, my suggestion to everyone is that at the point that you get some money, surround yourself with people that have at least that much money or more. Where they're not depending on you. Where if you say, well, I ain't gonna fuck with you, like, whatever, I don't give a shit. I'm not making nothing off you. Like, another rich person could tell you, like, you're fucking up. And if you're gonna mess up the stability, you're gonna mess up these opportunities. And if you're gonna get mad at me, then I really don't care, because you're not doing anything for me. You're not supporting me, you're not paying my rent, you're not taking me shopping.
Right.
I got my own money.
Right. Yeah, you must have heard this before, Vlad.
I've heard this before.
But that's another thing. You can try to mentor people as much as you want. People have one of the things I do, like, I got back in the music game. And one of the things I do with the artists is I say, hey, tell me everything you want or you think you want. Mm-hmm. And I said, don't be shy. Like, even if it's one of the things you may think is the dumbest thing in the world, just tell me what it is. And we write it all down. And we talk about when they're looking to get it. What point do you purchase this? What point do you we have those life discussions, because I didn't have them. I knew I wanted to live in Beverly Hills and be in movies. By the time I got to Beverly Hills and was in movies, it was like, what's next? I don't know. So I went back to the NBA. I went back so I could get back to I was lucky enough to be able to get back in the NBA after 3 years, right? Blessed. One, it was here in California. Two, it was Phil Jackson and Kobe and Shaq. Like, everything, the stars aligned. And then right after I get out, that's in June. In July, I'm in Canada shooting a movie. In September, I'm the host of BET Live. Like, it's moving so fast that everything that you try to manifest will come if you're open to it. And it was hitting me. And I wasn't, I'm happy I didn't drink. And I'm happy the first time I smoked was 2000. I was happy I didn't have that thought to go to something else. I had to deal with it. And I had a different structure too. I had a different upbringing. My brothers are still alive. My mom's still alive. I have a good wife. My kids are great. I have a lot of things that, a lot of people don't run into. Think about my daughter's best friend was Keyshawn Johnson's daughter. And they hadn't been talking for a year. Can you believe this was her best friend from her junior year in high school? And then all of a sudden it was like, yeah, we fell out. We're not talking. I'm not talking to her anymore. Like, she's too much of this and this. And they both turned 25 this year, before 25. So she, just knowing that I was able to help my daughter through things, and my older daughter, Giovanna, is now understand. She's looking back now. She's in her 30s. I can't say her age. And she was like, you were trying to be a father at this age I'm at right now? Like, I got to take my hat off to you. I was like, yeah, it's a trip being in your 30s. So I just was blessed to have, and I had great people around me, but a lot of people don't, bro.
Yeah, I've had crappy people around me. I've had people steal from me, rip me off, but nothing to the extent where I'm losing 30 million, that my whole career goes off the rails. But you gotta take your lumps. You gotta take your lumps, and you gotta.
It's only money. That's what you say. That's what you say in Vegas when you lose it. It's only money.
It's only money.
It's only money. Let's go. I got these certificates. I got these vouchers. We can at least eat.
We go get a buffet.